The Boeing 737 MAX is back in service, and most airlines are choosing it once more for a variety of reasons. The aircraft manufacturer has started to fulfill backlog orders and take on new orders. In order to fully understand why airlines are once again using the Boeing 737 MAX after its prior issues, let's go into more detail. Make sure to stay tuned until the end. Hey guys, welcome to another amazing video from Aviation News. Today in this video, we'll be talking all about Emirates and Boeing and why Emirates has taken such a large bulk of orders from Boeing. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon to make sure you never miss any updates or videos from us. That said, let's get started. The ABC conducted the inquiry, which found that following the two incidents in 2018 and 2019, which resulted in 346 fatalities and grounded the aircraft, pilots from all around the world reported mid-air emergencies at least 6 times. The incidents are some of the more than 60 problems pilots have encountered while flying the aircraft in the 12 months since the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, gave the go-ahead for it to resume flying. Former workers of Boeing and the FAA highlighted situations that also included engine shutdowns and pilots losing partial control of the jet, according to the ABC, which revealed this information in a story that used data from the U.S. government's aviation safety databases. According to documents, a United Airlines pilot had to issue a mayday call after the plane's system for determining altitude and pitch started acting up. The ABC covered another event involving a jet that had multiple systems failure and dropped altitude as the nose of the craft fell downward and speed rose. According to a Boeing official, the incidents that were revealed had nothing to do with one another. The representative informed the ABC that the 737 MAX's in-service reliability is comparable to that of other commercial aircraft types. The 737 MAX flew more than 1.5 million flight hours in over 580,000 revenue flights since November 2020. The vast majority of these flights have been completed incident-free. Less than 4 months had passed when the two crashes involved the same aircraft. The MAX's flight control software system, MCAS, is thought to have malfunctioned in both occurrences, according to investigations into those events. According to news.com.au, the MCAS was set off by an inaccurate reading from an aircraft sensor, which repeatedly drove the plane's noses downward and rendered the pilots helpless to retake control. The crew continuously followed the manufacturer's instructions, but they were unable to control the aircraft, according to Ethiopia's Transport Minister, Dagmawit Mogs, who delivered the crash's official report. The airline sent a statement on Twitter saying, "It's very regrettable that they could not recover the airplane from the tenacity of nose diving, considering all their work and effort in full compliance with emergency protocols." Following the 2019 tragedy, 737 MAX 8s were grounded globally as a precaution. Since the worldwide grounding, the U.S. Department of Justice has conducted reviews of aviation safety. After being found guilty of deceiving regulators about the safety of the jets, the manufacturer was ordered to pay $2.5 billion in fines and restitution. In January 2021, David Burns, acting Assistant Attorney General for the Justice Department's Criminal Division, stated that Boeing's workers chose the path of profit over candor. Since then, Boeing has modified the MCAS such that it always employs 2 sensors and is simpler for pilots to override in the event of a repeat downward descent. Additionally, Aerolíneas Argentinas acquired a brand new Boeing 737 MAX aircraft for the first time since the pandemic started, the airline said on Monday. The 6th aircraft of this model to join the fleet, the new airliner with the registration LVKEJ, is presently being painted. On Monday, Aerolíneas Argentinas got a brand new Boeing 737 MAX 8, restarting the model's deliveries after a 4-year hiatus. On June 8, 2018, Aerolíneas Argentinas received the final MAX aircraft from Boeing, registration LVHKW. It is a great joy to acquire another zero-kilometer aircraft, which will assist in further expanding the domestic and regional network with superior performance, autonomy, and significant savings in aeronautical fuel consumption, stated Pablo Seriani, CEO of Aerolíneas Argentina. Aerolíneas Argentinas now operates a fleet of 78 aircraft, including 26 Embraer E190s that were acquired from the 2020 merger of Austral and 9 Airbus A330-200s, 8 Boeing 737-700s, and 29 Boeing 737-800s. On Saturday, June 25th, the latest aircraft of Argentina's national carrier arrived. The aircraft, with the registration LVKEJ, departed from Boeing's Seattle headquarters on Friday and made its way to Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, where it spent the night. The crew then took off for Buenos Aires on Saturday and flew there nonstop for 7 hours before landing at Ezeiza International Airport, or EZE. Following the anticipated departures of 2 Airbus 330s and 2 Boeing 737s with many years of service with the airline, a new Boeing 737 MAX and an Airbus A330 are slated to arrive, raising the company's total of 80 aircraft to 80. The new aircraft belonging to Aerolíneas Argentinas will soon be transported to FADEA, where the company's livery will be applied. This aircraft can accommodate 170 passengers and has a 2-class layout, 162 in economy and 8 in business. Its interior is the Boeing Sky, and it has winglets and CFM International engines. According to Aerolíneas Argentinas, the Boeing Sky cabin, which was introduced in late 2010 and was modeled after the 787 Dreamliner's interior, has become a favorite among passengers. One of the 4 Latin American airlines currently using the MAX is Aerolíneas Argentinas. Among the 4, it also owns the fewest MAX aircraft. The other 3 are GOL, Copa Airlines, and Aeromexico. 8 more MAX units are anticipated for the Argentine carrier, raising the total to 14. There are 5 active MAX planes with Aerolínea, all received between November 2017 and June 2018. Aerolíneas deploys its MAX fleet primarily on domestic and a few interregional routes, according to data from FlightRadar24.com. As an illustration, the February 2018 delivered LVHKV recently traveled to Asunción, Paraguay, Salvador, Brazil, and the Argentine cities of Resistencia, Puerto Madryn, Salta, and Rogalejos. In a similar vein, the remaining MAX aircraft have recently flown to places including San Carlos de Bariloche, Rosario, Ushuaia, and El Calafate in Argentina, along with Santiago in Chile, Rio de Janeiro, and São Paulo, Brazil. Additionally, SpiceJet, an inexpensive airline in India, plans to expand its fleet of 737 MAX aircraft as an indication that it's finally prepared for a major fleet reorganization. It has more than 150 of the type under order from Boeing and is currently the only MAX operator in India. By December 2022, SpiceJet might receive at least 7 brand-new Boeing 737 MAX aircraft. According to a Bloomberg story, the airline may add the aircraft in the 3 months leading up to December. But according to reports, the airline would not have enough cash on hand to cover pre-delivery expenses. Despite its financial difficulties, SpiceJet is reportedly in talks to purchase 5 more 737 MAX aircraft. In 2017, the airline placed a massive order for 155 737 MAX aircraft, with the option to purchase a further 50. The carrier currently has 13 MAX aircraft in its fleet and has a long-standing desire to expand. Ajay Singh, the chairman of SpiceJet, revealed last year that the company plans to introduce 50 Boeing 737 MAX aircraft by 2022 to 2023 in order to replace its aging Boeing 737-800NG fleet. In fact, he had predicted the business would get its 14th MAX by December 10th of the previous year. The majority of SpiceJet's domestic and international operations are flown using 737 aircraft. The airline made the decision to stick with the aircraft family and staked its future expansion on the MAX. However, those plans were put on hold in recent years due to the type being grounded after the 2 deadly incidents and COVID-19. Since Indian officials gave the MAX permission to fly again in the nation almost a year ago, SpiceJet has not added any more MAX aircraft to its fleet. According to sources who spoke to Bloomberg, there hasn't been much of a connection lately between Boeing and the airline. However, Boeing is aware that SpiceJet is essential if it hopes to seriously compete in the A320-dominated Indian narrow-body market. Despite having a difficult few months, SpiceJet surprised everyone by posting a profit earlier this year. But a thorough examination of its financial statements showed that it received a significant financial boost from the receipt of other income, totaling $55.2 million, which was money linked to Boeing's payment for the MAX delays. Boeing needs all the help it can get from airlines like SpiceJet and AXA Air, which have also placed their faith in the manufacturer's MAX plane, while Jet Airways, a previous Boeing ally, is apparently intrigued by Airbus for future aircraft needs. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Aviation News, for more such exciting aviation content. See you in the next video.